So let's talk about Disney's 35th animated motion picture, which recently turned 25 not so long ago last month, Hercules. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Dual, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 1997 animated musical fantasy comedy flick Hercules, released by Disney. This was, of course, the studio's 35th animated motion picture, and the 8th animated film produced during the Disney Renaissance. Directed by Ron Clements and John Musker, the film is loosely based on the legendary hero, known in the film by his Roman name, Hercules. Hercules is what it was originally known as. Anyway, the son of Zeus in Greek mythology. The film features an all-star cast of voices including Tate Donovan, who voices the title character, along with Danny DeVito, James Woods, Susan Egan, Rip Torn, and a host of others. Anyway, now this has been went through some, switch ups and what have you, but soon it finally got to come out. It was released in June 1997, which this meant I failed to give you all my review of this not so long ago. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, however, it mostly see positive response, only a little mixed response for some things. But I'll talk about that in a little bit. But for now, let's get to our story. In ancient Greece, the gods Zeus and Hera have a son named Hercules. While the other gods are joyful, Zeus's wicked brother, Hades, plots to overthrow his brother and rule Mount Olympus. Turning to the fates for help, Hades learns that in 18 years, a planetary alignment will allow him to free the Titans to conquer Olympus, but only if Hercules does not interfere. Hades sends his demon minions, Pain and Panic, to murder Hercules, providing them with a potion that can strip a god of immortality. The two kidnap the baby and take him down to the valley where they feed him the potion. But before Hercules drinks the last drop, the farmer Amphitryon, sorry if I mispronounced this, and his wife Alcmene pass nearby and startle the demons, causing them to drop the ball and spill the last drop. Hercules is stripped of immortality but retains his god strength. Pain and Panic attempt to murder the baby, but Hercules easily overpowers them. Pain and Panic decide not to report their failure to Hades. Years later, the teenage Hercules becomes an outcast for his inability to control his strength and wonders where he came from. After his foster parents reveal the Olympian necklace they found him with, Hercules decides to visit the Temple of Zeus for answers. The temple's statue of Zeus comes to life and reveals all to Hercules, telling him that he can earn back his godhood by becoming a true hero. Zeus sends Hercules and his forgotten childhood friend Pegasus to the satyr Philoctetes, or Phil for short, who is known for training heroes. Phil has retired in frustration after none of his students in the past managed to earn a constellation in the sky. Zeus obliges Phil to train Hercules anyway. After completing the training, Phil and Hercules head towards Thebes. On the way, they meet Megara, or Meg for short, a sarcastic damsel whom Hercules saves from the centaur known as Nessus. After Hercules and the others leave, Meg is revealed to be Hades' slave, who was actually trying to recruit Nessus and also had sold her soul to Hades previously to save a lover who then left her. When Meg mentions Hercules' encounter, Hades realizes that Pain and Panic failed him and plots to finish off Hercules properly. Arriving in Thebes, Hercules is met with skepticism by the locals, but then Meg appears saying that two boys have become trapped under a large rock in a gorge. Hercules lifts the rock and rescues the boys. Unaware that they are pain and panic in disguise, and unwittingly releases the Hydra, much to Hades' chagrin. Hercules defeats the monster and becomes a celebrated hero. Hercules defeats many other monsters, many of which are sent by Hades, and his popularity and fortune grow. But Zeus tells Hercules that he is not yet a true hero and refuses to explain what that means. Saddened and frustrated, Hercules spends a day out with Meg, who realizes she has fallen in love with him. Hades learns of this, and on the eve of his takeover, he holds Meg hostage and offers her in exchange for Hercules surrendering his powers for a day. On the condition that Meg will be unharmed, Hercules accepts and is heartbroken when Hades reveals that Meg was working for Hades all along. Now for the final act and the ending. As always, you know the procedure. You have 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below. If you've seen the movie already, please continue after the 5 seconds are over with. And as always, I say usually thank you for your understanding. And here we go. Okay, you've been warned. Hades unleashes the Titans who climb Olympus and defeat the gods, while the Cyclops goes to Thebes. I mispronounced that too. I apologize, to kill Hercules. Hercules uses his wits to defeat the Cyclops, but Meg is mortally injured when a pillar collapses on her. This breaks Hades' promise to Meg would not be harmed, so Hercules regains his strength. Hercules and Pegasus fly to Olympus, where they free the gods and vanquish the Titans. But Meg dies before he can return to her. So Hercules goes to the underworld and leaps into the river Styx to recover Meg's soul. This act would be fatal for a mortal, but his willingness to sacrifice himself is a sufficiently heroic act to restore his childhood. Not childhood, godhood, my mistake. To Hades' shock, Hercules climbs out of the Styx with Meg's soul and knocks Hades into it. After reviving Meg, she and Hercules are summoned to Olympus, where Zeus and Hera welcome their son home, saying that he has proved himself a true hero through the strength of his heart. However, rather than join the gods on Olympus, Hercules chooses to remain on Earth with Meg. And so, Hercules and his friends return to Thebes, where they watch Zeus form a constellation in Hercules' honor. End of story. So what did I think of Hercules? Well, although I've only seen it a few times, this film isn't too bad. I do like it and what have you. Although it wasn't as successful as the previous films that came out before this, including films like other Disney Renaissance films that came before us, which in the last 5 years before us, that included Aladdin, The Lion King, and Pocahontas. The film went on to make $252 million worldwide. Critics really praise the performance James Woods gives us of Hades, but the animation, particularly the visual style and music, received a mixed response. After this, it was followed by a direct-to-video prequel called Hercules Zero the Hero, which came out a couple of years later, which served as the pilot for Hercules the Animated Series, which premiered in syndication, focusing on Hercules during his time at the Prometheus Academy. I've seen maybe a tiny bit of that, but anyway. Well, the story isn't too bad. But anyway, our voice acting's pretty good. I like Tate Donovan voicing Hercules, was really good. Let's see. And Josh Keaton did the teenage Hercules. Danny DeVito voices Phil, which that was pretty good. I've already mentioned James Woods does the voice of Hades. Very good, actually. Susan Egan voices Meg, who I think was pretty good. Let's see. Now, voicing Hercules' birth parents are the late Rip Torn, who the following month would be in Men in Black, and Samantha Eggar playing the voices of Zeus and Hera. Let's see. Now, then we have Lilas White, Cheryl Freeman, LaShans, Rose Ryan, and Venice White Thomas as the Muses. Calliope, Melpomene, Tarfashur, if I mispronounced it, I apologize, Talia, and Cleo, respectively. They're the narrators of the story. Well, the film story, anyway. The opening narration was done by Charlton Heston. Voice guy Frank Welker did the vocal effects for Pegasus. Voicing Payne is funny guy Bobcat Goldthwait, and Panic is voiced by Matt Frewer. It's also included, let's see, voicing the three Fates are Amanda Plummer, Carol Shelley, and Patty Edwards. This also includes the voices of Patrick Penny, let's see, Hal Holbrook, Barbara Barry, Paul Schaefer, Jim Cummings, Wayne Knight, Mary Kay Bergman, Corey Burren, and many more. The music was done by Alan Menken, who was certainly no stranger to doing music for Disney films, as he had already done with the music for The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and Aladdin. Still, it did have some good songs. Now, there was to be an actual sequel to this, but it was canceled, unfortunately. And there's even to be a live-action remake, where Guy Ritchie, who recently helmed the Aladdin live-action remake, had signed on to direct it. So I'm just saying, I wish us the best of luck if they really do that. Anyway. Yeah. Now, let's see. Okay, yeah, here it is. There is also some good songs. Most notably, there's "Go the Distance," where it does have a single version done by, well, adult contemporary superstar Michael Bolton. Also, this was the last Disney Renaissance film for which Alan Menken composed the music. So the music isn't completely bad, completely, but it's fair and what have you. So anyway, with a pretty good story, and the animation was okay, but the voice acting cast was good. Music was, mostly reasonable and what have you. So in the end, would I recommend Hercules? I'd say sure, go ahead, give it a try. Or if you want to play it safe, give it a one-time watch. So in other words, it's a draw between give it a one-time watch and sure, go ahead. But that's that. You be the judge and what have you. Hercules is on physical media. It's also on Disney Plus, so check it out when you can. So let me know what you think of Hercules. What do you think of this film? I do think it's underrated in ways. But anyway, let me know what you think of the film in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of another Disney film I unfortunately failed to give you all a review of a month ago, and that would be a film that also had an anniversary, its 20th, that being Lilo and Stitch. So thanks for watching, and if you like this, consider watching my reviews of these other films from the Disney Renaissance and what have you. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of Aladdin. The upper right-hand corner is my re-review of Beauty and the Beast. Or if you'd like something else, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my re-review of Disney's 1977 classic The Rescuers. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.